The way we rate these is not necessarily for pro play. In pro play, there's certain characters that are really, really strong because they have really good team synergy. We're rating this based on ladder play. And that means, for the record, ladder play means, you know, you won't be able to hard carry on a hard support like Dynamo, right? Dynamo, right now, spoilers, is really, really good, but I still wouldn't call him like an S tier character right now in ranked, because if your team doesn't follow up, no matter how good you are, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry to tell you, Bebop mains, your character is still kinda mid. And when I say mid, I think he's one of the weakest characters in the game. The issue with Bebop is he's still strong in lane. But because everyone has more HP in lane, it seems to be like even if you hook someone under your tower, you get less kills than before, right? Everyone got more HP since the item rework patch. That is the issue. So like he's a bit weaker in lane overall, and he's a lot weaker in like early mid game where he used to get like a ton of kills. So he's probably the weakest character in the game. Still playable though, in my opinion. It's still playable, okay? Like, but he's probably weak. Holiday, I can't rate any lower than A tier. I do think she's not Prime Holiday, where, you know, like Prime Holiday was like Thanos with permanent barrels, you know, permanent staggers. Holiday is mostly used for her lane being pretty strong, but more so obviously the ult, right? It's the best initiation ult in the game other than Paradox ult. And Holiday is also really good at one thing, which is surviving. Holiday is one of the best characters to get out of fights with and relocate, right? Like she has insane mobility. She's very hard to catch. So yeah, really, I think a very solid character for ladder. Yeah, I'm gonna put her low S tier because I think the fact that you can like dictate the game flow, right? If you're like, yes, you need your team to kind of follow up, but if you have a half decent team and you go in, you lasso, and you live after, it's insane, right? It's an S tier character. Geist, I think, is an S plus tier character in ranked. Because Geist will dominate the lane, Geist can dominate the mid game, and Geist can hard carry. She can be a tank, she can be a DPS, she can be everything together. I think she's one of the best characters to pick in ranked. She's just insane at everything, right? Insane laning, insane sustain, right? And that's really important. If your team doesn't perform up to par, you can actually pick up the slack. Geist is insane. Top 2 characters, in my opinion, top 3 characters in ranked. In ladder. Lash, I think, is solid, but like I think he's solid, but like he's not like great, right, at anything. Like he has a good ult, but he doesn't feel like he's okay in lane, like he's mid in lane, right, like one of the mid laners. Like he's good in some lanes, worse in others. And his ult obviously is a really good teamfight ult, but otherwise there's a lot of stuff that counters spirit damage now. And Lash is a bit weaker at bursting characters down compared to like something like Pocket, right? So I would say Lash is like just like a balanced character. Like I think Lash is perfectly balanced, not too strong, not too weak right now in the current meta, in my opinion. McGinnis is an interesting one because some people swear on this character and think she's like mega strong, but I don't think she does anything like very good, right? Like she's an okay support, she's a really good split pusher, but I don't see her. No, she's not B tier. I disagree. I don't think she's B tier. I think I never see a McGinnis carry. Not in high rank, not in low rank. I don't think she's as bad as Bebop, right? Like, I think she's solid, but like, nothing really changed. She's definitely a bit better than before. You know, McGinnis used to be the worst character in the game for like months, but I think she's like pretty solid now. Moncrill? I mean, Mo obviously can't die, right? Mo is a character that cannot die if you play him properly. Yeah, A is, I think, solid. Look, it's so beautiful. We have one character for each tier right now. I think Mo is like a super solid character. And before the YouTube comments go, Mo is OP, like I die instantly to him and I can't do anything. Or people go, Mo is shit, my team never follows up on my grab. Right? Yes, your team needs to follow up on your ult, on your 4. But insane in lane, not really a lot of weaknesses. Paradox is meta defining S tier. Arguably, so in pro play, by the way, Paradox is like considered one, if not, well, it's kind of changing a bit, but pro play considers her even higher. Same for Holiday, but I'll only put her in S tier because she does require. I don't think she's a hard carry in ranked. Just like Holiday is not a hard carry in ranked. Right? Like, she's very versatile, you can still go Carabine build and do a lot of damage, but I think the best playstyle is still the Initiator, you know? You have Silence Wall, you swap them through the wall and they die because you swap them. So yeah, if you want a DPS hard carry character, there's better choices, right? Even though I do think the Carabine builds are really fun to use. Pocket, let me preface this by saying, if you have a really good play on Pocket, I think this character can actually hard carry. Highest Spirit Burst in the game, for sure. This character one-shots anything if you play her well. If you play him well and you have decent farm, you can dominate. No, I don't think it's B tier. Let me finish. I think if you come out of lane, even or a bit ahead, you can dictate the entire mid-game by yourself. Pocket is the strongest character in mid-game, early mid-game, and obviously the later the game goes, the more Pocket falls off. But there's new items like Arctic Blast, right, that actually make Pocket viable for longer. So my philosophy is, Pocket can really dictate the game flow, and if a good Pocket will like kill the enemy team like multiple times, she can really carry the team to victory. Or why do I say she? He can really carry the team to victory by winning a few really big team fights in mid game, and then then the walkers are down, and then yes, you become less strong once it gets later. And that's why I'm not rating Pocket S tier, but he's 100% A tier, and even higher in pro play. In pro play, they value this character as like top 2 pick right now, or top 3 pick. 7? Just played, I think solid, no? Like, doesn't do anything great. I do think Wraith is still stronger than him as like a hard carry. The way you have to play 7 right now, I think the best way is ult, AoE, and like shred, right? So in certain team comps he can carry. And he becomes insanely strong late game. Like, he becomes very scary late game, for sure. But before then, he's just kind of weak. Just like Wraith, right? So, I would say he's a solid character. Shiv, he's still okay. There's no shot I don't rate Shiv anywhere below S. Deathy made a video about Shiv having a low win rate in ranked. I don't know why that is. I think Shiv is really, really, really strong. If I play against good Shiv players on ladder, he fucks me. Like, he's the tankiest character in the game, and he has insane damage. You think he's... Okay, Shiv's not a glass cannon, stop trolling. My entire chat disagrees, huh? You think Shiv is not an S tier character in ranked? I will take your opinion into consideration. Most of chat thinks A. I will not rate him lower than A. I think he's very strong. I would personally put him S. But I think you have points with like in ranked. If you get hard CC'd, yes, maybe you can't do as much. This might be controversial because most people don't play this character, and even in Eternus, I don't see this character a lot in ranked. But this character is fucking crazy. This character is fucking busted. If you have a good magician against you, it feels like the old magician when he came out. Like, he one-shots you in lane, you cannot win the lane, and then he hexes everyone and punches them. His Vexing Bolt is way stronger now after the buffs. So this character is like meta-defining broken. It's just that most people don't play him. Either they don't enjoy him or they find him too hard. And I will say, he does require a lot of skills that other characters don't need. I think the barrier to entry to play this character is one of the highest, right? But a well-played magician is insane. Broken. I will not rate him as high as Geist and one more character or two more characters maybe. Then I'll rate him S+, but like crazy character. Yeah, Vexing Bolt scales, it's insane. Like, this character is insane. Vindicta is just kind of shit, no? Like, this is like the worst Vindicta has felt. I don't know. I don't get scared by Vindicta anymore, man. Like, she seems okay in lane. And then she kind of, like, it's still annoying if you get tethered and she has the alchemical fire, right? Like, she's still played as that debuff where you crow them, you stake them, and you alchemical fire them. So she's a good support, right? A good shred character. But the days of Vindicta hard carrying are kind of over right now, right? Like, she doesn't do a lot of damage. And she's really team reliant in that sense, right? Like, she's an AoE debuffer is kind of the way you want to think about Vindicta. And an AoE debuffer doesn't carry the game. Graham, here's the thing. She is strong in the right composition, but she's not a carry character in ranked, in any rank. I never see them do it. Like, if you have a good team around you, you will do a lot on Vindicta and you will be very useful. But like, I can't rate her higher than C. Which again, like, she's playable, right? In certain comps. And if your team is good, she's playable. But if your team is shit, you kind of lost on Vindicta. It's kind of over. Which I guess the same thing kind of goes for GT, not just... Do we rate GT the same tier? He's also kind of the same, like... right? It's the same thing. Like, Great Talon got a big nerfs to his damage. Yeah, I think they're about the same. Maybe even think that's even a bit higher. So GT got a lot of nerfs to his early arrow damage. He doesn't nearly feel as oppressive in lane anymore. He does way less damage in lane. And he struggles from the same issue Vindicta does, where, yeah, he's a good single target damage dealer, but you need people in front of you, and even then he feels kinda. I would agree that he's a bit less team dependent, but like you still need a team in front of you, right? If your team is not playing, yeah, I can't rate him much higher or lower than Vindicta. I guess it depends on your team, but he's definitely not a solo character, and this is also one of the worst states. This character, I think, is kinda... I said this earlier, I hate this character because I think she's really cheesy, she's really easy to play. No, this character is fucking... In ranked, this character is stupid. This character is... You think this character is weak, chat? Nah. I'm gonna rate Viper S tier. I think for the effort you have to put in... I think for the effort... Okay, we can put an A. I'm down for A. But for the effort you can put in, she does insane burst damage and she's insanely survivable. She's insanely forgiving. You can put, like, my cat on Viper and she's gonna carry more than most players. Is my point. Like, I really don't think she requires a lot of effort to get a lot of value out of. And she's one of the most, if not the most forgiving characters to live with. If the enemy team has hard CC, then yes, she dies. But if the enemy doesn't have CC for you, you just slide out, people will never catch you. Never, ever, right? People will not catch you. You're insanely survivable in slide. It's crazy how much burst damage this character does while being so survivable. There are clear counters, but yeah, no. Viper is insane. Warden, I think, is S tier, easily. Easily S tier. I think Old Warden is the way to go right now. Insanely high impact in team fights, right? You can a lightning scroll and you can like literally wreck the entire enemy team. And Gun Warden is still viable. His gun did get nerfed in the latest patch a bit, but he's really solid in lane. He's really good in mid game, and he scales really well into late game. Like, he's a very scary gun character too, right? He still does a lot of gun damage, and I think he has one of the best ults in the game. I think Warden ult is one of the best ults in the game. It's very scary, right? It's more scary, I would say, than like 7 ult, because it moves, right? And like, if he plays well, he can chase you down. And if he has that like lightning score build where they slow him down, or you slow the entire enemy team down, they can't get away, right? And again, you can build him, yo, Prime on my nose, bro. Thanks for the Prime sub, Colo. And you can build him depending on what you need as your team, right? You can build him as the main raw gun damage dealer, but you can also build him more supporty where he goes ult, right? And when I say support, I mean like, you know, he's still Thanos in ult. Wraith S tier, still, I think. We're gonna watch Fight Night right after this. I think Wraith will not be played a lot in Fight Night. I want to put an A tier, but then you're gonna call me biased. You know what? Fuck you. I'm putting Wraith A tier. You're just influencing me too much. So here's the thing. Wraith is insane. Yeah, high A tier. Okay, Ajax, I'm glad you agree. So Wraith is insane if you get farm, right? She's the best damage dealer in the game in the mid to late game. But you have to get there, and Wraith is the weakest, if not one of the weakest laners in the game. She does require a lot to get online, and she did get nerfed a lot in the last few patches, right? So I 100% understand if you go like, if the Wraith comes out of the enemy jungle at like 25 minutes and wrecks you, you're like, this character is broken, I can't do anything. And that's true. But the mistake was you let her get there, right? And that's why I think she's very good in ladder still, because ladder players in any rank are bad at punishing farming, right? You need to gank her, you need to punish her early game, you need to win the lane against her and like kind of shut her down, because if Wraith wins the lane or goes even, then it's pretty tough, right? So yeah, Wraith, super solid A tier, and still the best mouse 1 hard carry character if you get the farm, 100%. Other than Warden, maybe. I think Warden is up there too, with like mouse 1 hard carries late game. I don't know about Abrams, man. I think he feels kind of mid at best, no? Like, the charge really seemed to hurt him. I notice this now when I play against Mirage players, or not Mirage, sorry. Against Abrams players. A lot of the time they don't have charge up, and they can't do anything. The charge is like double the cooldown, right? And you also need to put 2 points into charge to guarantee a heavy melee again, right? So you don't have enough points to put into your 1, right? So you're less survivable, or you don't have enough points to put into ult, so you can't steal mid, for example, right? Yeah, like his cooldown nerf is insane, right? Like 40 second, like on level 1 you charge and then it's a 40-second cooldown. So I think Abrams is like, actually the more I talk about it, the more I want to put Abrams in C tier. He just needs too many points to get online, and one of the good strengths of Abrams was that he was always solid in lane, right? Like he could always survive lane and do well in lane, but now in lane he's kind of worse, definitely worse. So his entire like early mid game is weaker. His entire early, this is a ladder playlist, like how to carry ranked ladder. The only character that is more broken in rank than guys right now. So I don't know. They nerfed Calico 20 million times. 20 million times. And she's still Thanos. Now, to be fair, she did benefit a lot from certain items. The way you play Calico right now is either full melee, which Crushing Fist is really good, but even better if you played well is the playstyle where you go Arctic Blast and you go full Spirit, right? So the combo is you jump in, you Arctic Blast them, and then you hit Gloom Bombs, and every Gloom Bomb is gonna connect, right? Gloom Bombs, if you played Calico, is a very inconsistent ability, but if they're frozen in place, you hit all of them, and then it does insane damage, right? And then she goes Scourge after, and she can't die. She just runs around in Scourge and kills you, right? She's unkillable. And the thing is, boxes are still really strong, and Calico is the best box farmer in the game too, right? So Calico does well in lane, and then she goes into cat, farms the entire map's boxes, and then she comes out of, like, you know, out of jungle and kills you over and over. She's insane at any point in the game. Like, she's good in lane, and then she's insane after lane. At any point. And you can build her giga tanky, you can build her for a lot of damage. She just doesn't die. She's such a presence in the fight, right? If you play against a Calico that has a lot of farm, you don't kill her. She doesn't die. Doesn't do damage to creeps, has to be within a 10-meter radius. Any poke character shits on her bad, probably. Okay. Well, I mean, this is a ladder tier list, though. No, man. We're not on melee creeps winning every fight night, okay? We're not as good as you. Dynamo. Okay, listen. Insane character if you have a team. I'll only rate him A because sometimes you don't have a team. The enemy, the team needs to be smart enough to shoot the people in the black hole. The issue is, teammates in Deadlock don't shoot the things in the black hole, okay? So if we're talking, if your team is good, this character is absolute S tier. Absolute S tier. Giga tanky, like, okay, pretty bad in lane, right? But like insane. Insane support, and the best ult in the game, obviously. And he feels like so much more tanky nowadays. I don't know what actually changed. I think his HP, boon per HP is really high since the 3-item patch. But again, the reason I put him A tier, while I can appreciate the fact that he's actually S, probably in terms of like if your team plays well, I'll only rate him A because he's a support character and he requires your team to actually play the game. If your team doesn't play the game, even if you hit good black holes, and even if your team follows up on those, you will still lose. Haze is also, I would say, very giga solid, I would say, in ranked. If you play her as a ganker. And when I say ganker, I mean the current playstyle is you build. I'll put her low A actually. Maybe she's B in ranked. Nah. Okay, B looks better. Best B tier character. Okay, how about that? You build her with Silence Wave, and then you press Silence Wave and ult, and whatever you hit dies. Right? Yeah, I want to keep her A. He's just biased. This character, if you focus on ganking and you don't AFK farm, this character is insane, right? Like, she's very good right now. She's playable in pro play, and again, it's not about pro play, but like, really strong character. You just have to build her as a ganker and not as a hard carry. Because like, if you want to play a hard carry, you play Wraith or Seven or Infernus. Which, I guess Infernus is such a splitting character. Like, there's a lot of different opinions about this character still. Some people still think this character is absolute trash, while other people think he's very strong. Infernus's early and mid game is actually a lot better than it used to be. I want to put him A, right? Like, surely. I don't think he's Thanos every game. I don't think he's like one of those characters where you pick them and they're like just fucking crazy. He does need stuff, but like I think he's on par with like Wraith, if not better, in terms of like carry potential. We can debate about low or high A tier. Ivy, she's good, but not in ranked. It's a support character. I don't think she's S tier. I would have to put A as well, right? Like, I think that the thing with Ivy is the proper way to play Ivy is support, right? / ult. You need your team to follow up again, right? Like, you don't build Ivy Gun. Gun Ivy is inferior to Wraith. Gun Ivy is inferior to Haze or Infernus for sure. So you build her as a support, and that's why I'll put her like B. Because like she's still insane. Like, Ivy ult is one of the best ults in the game. It's crazy. And obviously she has insane potential saving her teammates, right? Okay, Calvin is also S+ now. This character should be a support, but like, if he gets farmed, he builds like fucking Arctic Blast, Suppressor, Mystic Slow, and then presses Infuser, and he does more damage than any carry character in the game, and you can't shoot back, and it's AoE and long range, and you can't do anything. Yesterday I had a game off stream where I just died to Kelvin 1v5. Like, he went, you know, he walks on his ice path above you and goes, and you're dead. And then he has one of the best ults in the game, and then he can't die, and he has AoE heal, and you can build him as a support, or like a, you know, you get what I'm saying. This character is fucking brain dead, bro. I hate this character, man. Nerf Kelvin, legit. Nerf Kelvin, holy fuck. And he's like Thanos in lane 2. I know this looks weird, and it kind of like is turning into a penis, right? But like, it really, I think this just goes to show how many characters are like on the same level. There's like a lot of playable characters, right? Like, I want to fill up the other tiers, but I'll put Viscous in A. You know, the Viscous players, yeah, you're right. Like, they're gaslighting, right? Like, every Viscous player is like, oh, this character is so bad. And then they one-shot you. Bro, ball Viscous, you just die, no? Like, you can't do anything. Viscous rolls you, dead. Can't die. Cube is insane. Ult is insane. I will appreciate the fact that Viscous does require some mechanical skill to get into. But once you get the hang of him, he's fucking crazy. And he's also really good in lane. You guys need to stop coping and learn some movement to avoid the ball. Space, we all know you're Viscous one trick, bro. You bias. No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Viscous is fucking crazy. Viscous is crazy. You need to play him well. How am I gonna avoid a teleporting ball that keeps me stun locked? Huh? You know you use Warp Stone to get on top of me and then I can't move anymore. Stop. Stop. Oh yeah, Splatter randomly does like 5,000 damage sometimes. Yeah. Like, you know, sometimes he presses Splatter and you just dead. Calling a character A tier when he only exists for 20 seconds in a fight. To S tier. Oh, there's a thing called Superior Cooldown where every time you fight you have ball for the entire fight. In case you didn't know. And the thing is, good players like Lomain, if you're still in chat, you know they only fight when they have the ball. And then when they have the ball, it's every fight. So it's not really an argument. I think arguing that it only lasts for one fight is irrelevant, or only lasts for 20 seconds is irrelevant when the fight is over, you know? It's only the longest lasting ult in the game. My fault. It doesn't matter, bro. If you know how much impact you have on Viscous when you have a team fight? If you roll in and stun a few, like, it's insane. No, I'm not backing out on Viscous S tier. Yamato is also A tier, bro. Actual penis comp. It would be beautiful if I would put Mirage in here for the actual, you know, thing, but like, I can't. Because this character is also Thanos. I have nothing to say about Yamato. Other than that Yamato is really good. I have a lot of things to say about Mirage. Thanos in lane. Best left clicker in the game. Does damage in lane, does damage after lane, kills you in mid game, kills you in late mid game, kills you in late game. You buy Siphon and like Inhibitor and Ricochet. It shoots everyone at once. He doesn't die. He has an insane escape ability and stun with Tornado. Has an ult that can let you teleport from anywhere on the map to join or leave a team fight. Absolutely crazy character. Bad shit, crazy broken, and in pro play probably the best character in the game right now, right? Like in pro play they first ban this character every game. Insane. But also insane on ladder. There was a guy the other day that came into my chat that was like wondering why he lost lane on Mirage. I don't know how that's possible. You just shoot the enemy and they die, right? You can't trade against a Mirage because he perma applies fucking stacks on you. And if you go on the Mirage, he's gonna throw Scarabs, and then he's gonna take your health, and then he's gonna win anyways. Yeah, good list.